Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another First Descendant video. So patch 1.3.10 is live and it's a bit more substantial than I initially thought. Quite a lot of bug fixes and changes. So I'll read the important stuff here. First up, the main discussion was around the difficulty of the pattern Flores boss for the 2 to 4 public operation. Now, over here, they say overall monster HP has been adjusted. So initially I thought it was just Flores, but it seems they have adjusted all the monsters. So public matchmaking should be a bit easier. It doesn't mention anything about the solo experience, so I think solo should remain the same. Added more ways to get Ancestors module loot. So basically, when you defeat commanders in the Axian planes, Void Vessel or Supermassive Receptor, you should be getting some more Ancestor module loot. So basically, Season 3 content, the new stuff, you should get a few more Ancestors module loot. They also say, director says in the patch 1.3.11, they'll add more ways to obtain the loot through weekly challenges. For the crafting materials for the Deus Ex Manus and Shadow, they're also going to give you a little more of the particle alloy, the ultra fine particle alloy, and the quantum crystal through Sigma Sector and Axian Plane missions. Not a lot, 2 and 3, but it should still help a little bit. For the acquisition sources for the riding organic material, which is what you need for Hive Master and Harris, you should also get some more from defeating commanders in the Axian Planes, as well as the Void Vessel medium facility. On normal, you'll get 2. On hard, you'll get 4. So with the writing organic matter, so far in my experience, I've managed to get between 4 and 12 most of the time. And one occasion I got 100. So there's nothing in between. I think that is why it's being a little more difficult. If it was like 4 to 12 most of the time, and occasionally you might get 36 or 27 or 41, and then suddenly 100, I think it wouldn't feel so bad. But at the moment, it's between 4 and 12, 4, 7, 9, 10, 8, and then suddenly once in a blue moon, you'll get 100. So yeah, it's good that they're adding more ways to get it. Now, some more improvements and fixes to Harris. They've also reduced the sprint speed of the swords. So basically what was happening was people like Haley, for example, when they were using the sword, they could run at 1600. So they have reduced the base sprint speed of the swords from 1040 to 800. And now if there are any speed modifiers and things, that will increase it, but it'll cap out at 1440 instead of going all the way to 1600, which was unintended, and 1600 is only something that Bunny should be able to get, or perhaps Esimo. They've also addressed the issue with Harris's skill, the Waste Disposal, which was giving an abnormally high amount of defense. And as usual, they are giving you some compensation items as an apology. So Crystallization Catalyst, Gold Boost, Kuiper Boost, Descendant XP Boost, and so on. Other miscellaneous improvements are the frame rate issues. So they are fixing it here during extended play sessions. Frame rate issue in the Void Erosion Purge. Fixed an issue where Wall Crasher would be summoned multiple times. So they're fixing that. We have a lot of bug fixes for several Descendants. I had heard about the Inez issue. Seems there was an issue with Blair as well. Harris, quite a few issues with Harris. Now, unfortunately, I only got Harris last night, so I wasn't really aware of all these issues. So again, hopefully this helps avoid any confusion. Then we have some weapon and module adjustments. So the Pioneer's Resolution, which is the Ancestor module for Harris, had an MP option. She doesn't use MP, so this should not happen in the future. Some more adjustments here to the trigger modules, which were not displaying the effects correctly. Content fixes. So the Void Axiom event, this wasn't happening. This should work normally now. There was also the issue with the Colossus guided capture facility. I was actually stuck on this one. This is the new journals subquest, and at a later stage you have to go to the Colossus capture facility and investigate 3 places. I had done that, but the progress or the quest was not progressing. So they have fixed that. I'll try and finish this one and perhaps make a video for all the locations for the journals. There's also an issue where one of the story missions, when Amelia is talking, you can hear dialogue from another descendant from some other quest. So from what I could tell, it was the Luna quest when Luna goes to talk to Haley. I was hearing that dialogue along with Amelia's voice, so it was a bit annoying over there. A few other changes here and there. Monsters are not giving you Descendant and Weapon XP in the Supermassive Receptor Dungeon. I did notice this one. So basically, I had reset one of the Descendants, started the Supermassive, and my level stayed at 1 until the end when we defeated Flores. So I was a bit confused because I thought maybe this is like Void Erosion Purge and we don't get XP. But we were getting XP for defeating Flores. So yeah, so it seems it was a bug and it has been fixed. A few other changes here. Harris getting stuck here and there, that is fixed. Display, Descendant tickets. So yeah, some more minor fixes here and there. Yeah, I'll try and get the journal quest done and then start working on Harris. So yeah, overall, I think this is a substantial patch, like a lot of changes and improvements. I'm a little unsure about the sword speed being reduced. Sure, it will help not get Haley up to 1600, but the base going down to 800 will probably not help Descendants who don't have ways to improve their speed. So yeah, so this will be interesting. I mean, we can still hold some other gun with 2 sprint cores or something, but yeah, this will be back to how the swords were before, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, so that is the patch 1.3.10. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.